Next at 11, our exclusive investigation, charges of cronyism in the LAX Police Department. Did it trigger big resignations tonight?
Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 11 p.m.
We begin tonight with the CBS 2 News investigation involving the LAX Police Department. Airports and Battle Assistant Police Chief Brian Walker resigned today, as well as lieutenant on the force.
Now, this came just hours before our investigation was set to air, one that detailed shocking allegations against top LAX police officials. Christy Fajardo joins us now with the story that you will see only on 2. Christy.
Yeah, Pat and Jeff, this story is especially important because the LAX police force is responsible for protecting one of the world's busiest airports. Back in June, we told you that now former Assistant Police Chief Brian Walker admitted to misdemeanor tax fraud as part of a plea deal in proceedings tied to the corruption case of the former police chief of the Port of Los Angeles. Since then, a half dozen past and present officers have come forward with allegations of department cronyism, rule bending, and more.
Absolutely, there's a culture of cronyism.
At LAX, several officers tell CBS 2
I felt betrayed by my own department.
some of the department's top brass are bending the rules, even breaking the law, and keeping their jobs.
You got to get your third strike before you get your third stripe, meaning a sergeant.
Marshall McLean is with the union representing officers at the airport, but fearing retaliation, others would only speak to us if we protected their identity.
1 or 2 people that have been protected, or?
I think it's in the double digits within the last 10 years that just disappear and come back because they've been in trouble.
Are these people that should keep their jobs?
No, absolutely not.
We tried to talk to Assistant Police Chief Brian Walker about these allegations, but he wouldn't comment. We learned just hours before the CBS 2 News investigation was set to air. Walker resigned. This internal memo sent to LAX police officers late Monday afternoon confirmed his resignation. Officers also point to another situation involving Assistant Chief of Police Ethel McGuire. She has an impressive resume, including a career at the FBI. But CBS 2 has learned in 2013, state regulators sent a letter to the chief saying her appointment didn't meet state law because she lacked the peace officer standards and training or post. That's when officers we spoke to allege the department bent the rules again, changing her position to that of a manager, not a sworn officer.
Having post-certification is not something that she has to have in order to have that position.
Was it when she was hired?
I'm sorry?
Was it when she was hired in 2010?
No. To the best of my knowledge, no.
Because we actually have a job listing from 2010 that shows that clearly states all candidates must be post-certified.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
This was the photo on McGuire's bio until we started asking questions. It has now been replaced by a picture of her in civilian clothing.
I think that's unfair.
Unfair because this former detective says the department was unwilling to make any accommodations for him after his ex-girlfriend accused him of domestic violence and got a restraining order that barred him from carrying a firearm.
I love working for the department. I love working for him. My lawyer and I simply asked him if we could put me in a different section of the Los Angeles Airport Police. Maybe security, maybe traffic, where I didn't have to carry my weapon to do my job. I was denied that.
And even more puzzling, multiple sources say the Internal Affairs lieutenant who oversaw his case was put on paid leave, accused of having a relationship with the former detective's ex. An accusation bolstered by this email to his attorney from the LA County DA in the case, saying the victim stated she started dating the Internal Affairs lieutenant after the domestic violence incidents. They met during the Internal Affairs investigation.
Myself and my attorney believe that he was coaching her through my trial.
He says that cost him his job because he was convicted on a misdemeanor domestic violence charge. As for the Internal Affairs lieutenant, he also resigned hours before our investigation was set to air. In a statement, the department said it takes all allegations of misconduct seriously and has a process to investigate complaints. The statement also suggested the union was trumping up charges and filing complaints, later discredited by independent investigators.
I felt betrayed by my own department. It's too late for my case, and then for other officers to be protected.
But these officers want the Inspector General to come in, saying it's time someone else investigate the department.
We need to find out how deep this rabbit hole goes.
On September 26th, the now former Assistant Police Chief Brian Walker is scheduled to be sentenced for misdemeanor tax fraud. He faces up to a year in prison. The department also has a new police chief, David Maggard, who has been on the job less than 2 weeks. We will stay on top of any new developments in this case. Back to you.